Welcome to WagerTalk TV. I am Kelly Stewart, joined by Marco D'Angelo. We're doing kind of a different type of video today. We got some extra time, so Marco and I are going to talk about bubble teams. Marco, let's keep it simple. What is a bubble team?
Well, we're heading into March Madness, and everybody knows you want to get into the big dance. There's teams right now that are not going to win their conference. They might not win their conference tournament to get the automatic berth, so they're going to be at-large teams. A bubble team is a team that's right on the fringe. They need another win or two, maybe a signature win, to get them over the hump to get one of those at-large bids. And what ends up happening with the large bids, if the conference tournaments go according to schedule and the teams that won the regular season also win the conference tournament, that'll free up more at-large bids. But we know what happens all the time. There's upsets in a conference tournament. A team will get into the big dance that wouldn't have got in without winning the conference tournament. So what that does is end up stealing an at-large bid from somebody. So you're going to have all the pundits, all the talking heads on the TV shows. You do a lot of shows. You're going to be talking about bubble teams. How to use it for your advantage. In the NFL, at the end of the season, you know how we talk about teams in must-win situations. Well, you know what we say about that? They're in a must-win situation because they didn't play good enough to control their own destiny. That's what a bubble team is.
All right, so let's talk about how you're going to go about betting bubble teams or teams that are maybe going to be at large.
Well, for me, there's two types of bubble teams, okay? I put them in two groups. There are teams that are surging at the end of the season that maybe got off to a slow start, so they didn't have that sparkling record, but they're playing good now. They need a couple more wins to roll in there and get the committee to notice them and get the at-large bid. You got to look at why they're playing good now. Were they a team that had maybe only one or two returning starters, or were starting a lot of freshmen? Those are teams that are maturing and peaking. I will back those ones. If a team had some injuries at the beginning of the season but are now healthy and playing well, they're undervalued, but they're trying to make that surge. That's a bubble team I'll take. But if you got a big-name team, and I don't want to say real big-name team, but a team that, like every year, like last year, we had situations with Syracuse and Oklahoma. Those are big names, but they were playing right on the fringe. Do they get in? Do they not get in? I like to go against those teams when they're in that must-win situation because Vegas knows you're going to bet those teams. They need to win. Just because they need to win doesn't mean they're going to cover the spread, and it doesn't mean they're going to win. Oftentimes, teams in that situation play not to lose instead of playing to win. Do you want to be laying points with a team like that? It's not a great situation. And because they are in that situation, if this is one of those teams that weren't playing well, down the stretch they went maybe 3-4 or 3-5, and they need those couple wins, there's too much pressure on those teams. I like to fade those ones.
Awesome stuff from Marco, guys. $9 Monday at WagerTalk. You get all daily packages for Monday's action, plus any college basketball, NBA, and NHL priced at only $9. This includes any 5% best bets, normally priced at $30.
Oh, Gary,